All right, good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to go ahead and get started this morning. We got some more people trickling in here getting breakfast, but we'll go ahead and get started with our event this morning for our general membership meeting. And we're excited to honor our Professional Honor Society, the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy, as well as all of the annual awards that we have here at CAR. Good morning. I'm Josh White. I'm the president of CAR this year. I welcome you. Your safety is top of mind, so in case of an emergency today, I do want to point out the closest exits to those in the room. In addition to the two exit doors located in the ballroom, which lead you to the side parking lot, we have 4 doors immediately outside of this room leading out to the terrace. And once on the terrace, you will follow the walkway around the building to the back of the building to the front parking lot. You can also exit the ballroom and pre-function area and leave the way you came in through the front doors. So to begin today's meeting, let's go ahead and stand and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, I would like us to acknowledge CAR's antitrust statement. This statement ensures we are encouraging discussions that promote all realtors and does not restrict competition among members or potential members. We work to foster a forum for open discussion of diverse opinions without attempting in any way to discourage or sanction any business practice. The CAR's antitrust statement will be acknowledged before every CAR meeting. The full copy of our antitrust statement is available at the registration desk for in-person attendees, and it was included in the handouts for Zoom attendees. So at this point, we'll move forward into the approval of the minutes from our February general membership meeting. And the minutes were included in this morning's handouts. And if we have any additions or corrections to the meeting minutes, please let me know. If there are none, then they'll stand as approved. So we're extremely thankful for our sponsors today. We have some great sponsors for helping us provide this great program. Our presenting sponsor is Farm Credit of the Virginias, and our supporting sponsors are Cornerstone Homes, Greenwood Homes, and United Bank Mortgage. And at this time, I'd like to invite Megan Rogers, Stephanie Hensley, and Elsa Southard of Farm Credit of the Virginias to share a few words for us.
Morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Hensley. It's a great opportunity to be here today as your presenting sponsor. I'm with Farm Credit of the Virginias. I'm the branch manager of the Charlottesville Orange team. Farm Credit is a little bit different than other lenders. We are a member-owned cooperative, and we've been in existence since 1916. We have a long history of being here for our borrowers, whether they be agricultural or rural. I brought with me 2 of the loan officers. I brought Elsa Southard as well as Megan Rogers, and they are going to give you a little things that set us apart from other lenders.
Good morning. As Stephanie mentioned, I'm Elsa Southard. I'm a loan officer out of our Orange office. What makes Farm Credit really different is we are strictly a portfolio lender, so we do not sell our loans on the secondary mortgage market. We service them all in-house from the day they're made till the day they're paid in full. That gives us a lot of flexibility in what we can do. We can do partial releases. We can do, if you need to do a boundary line adjustment, it's a whole lot simpler to go through us because we do not sell your loans. And as Stephanie mentioned, we are a member-owned cooperative. So what that means is when you borrow from Farm Credit, you become a member, and that allows us to share a portion of our earnings to our borrowers every year. We call it a patronage refund, and it's based on the interest that you paid during the year. We're getting ready to launch our 2024 patronage, and this year we're returning 25% of the interest that our borrowers paid on their loans. When you think about it that way, you get an interest-free loan for about 4 months out of the year.
And I'm Megan here in the Charlottesville office. We're most well known for our land loans, which is what the flyer included in your handouts is about. We can finance land and lots, but we also do more. We can finance estates, farm purchases, rural homes, construction, even for unique like barn dominiums or self-build constructions, and all kinds of other things. So thank you for having us today, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. And great team. We've used them before and they do an awesome job. So thank you. We value, no problem. Okay, we value the professionalism, service, and support of our affiliates to CAR and its members. We have a lot of affiliates today here and we appreciate it. And please visit their tables that are over in the other conference room before you leave today. So, CAR is celebrating a tremendous milestone this year. It's our 100th anniversary, which is very cool. Yeah, we can give a round of applause. And we're going to roll out a series of celebrations throughout the year. And one way that you can participate in the celebration is to test your historical knowledge of CAR for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Simply answer 3 trivia questions correctly, and you'll be entered into the prize drawing. The March trivia game closes at midnight on March 31st. So this will be more fun than March Madness, I know. So on the screen are the answers to the first survey we conducted, and it's so neat to learn where we started and how far we've come. Congratulations to our first trivia winner, Teresa Stanley. All right, and CAR's 100th anniversary was also acknowledged earlier this month at both the Charlottesville City Council meeting as well as the Albemarle County Board of Supervisors. The signed proclamations are available for you to see at the CAR office. While it's important to celebrate our long-standing history, we also want to support the newly formed CAR Foundation. Please consider donating any amount to the CAR Foundation using this unique QR code on the screen or a link in the chat on Zoom. Each time you donate, you will be entered into a drawing to win either free realtor or affiliate car dues for 2026. So it's a great value. The more times you donate to the anniversary campaign for CAR Foundation, the better your chances are to win this awesome prize. And the winner of the free membership will be drawn towards the end of this year. We will also have our signature event, a Centennial Barbecue, on Saturday, June 7th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Penn Park. You will enjoy fantastic networking opportunities, exciting games and activities, bouncy house, face painting, along with mouthwatering barbecue and sweet treats. So you bring your family. Registration is open now on the CAR Education and Events calendar. Members, 1 guest, and kids under 13 are free. And additional guests are $15. And so we'll have the barbecue exchange there, which will be awesome. Thanks to everyone who's been working on this. And thanks to our sponsors for also helping to make this a possibility for us too. And lastly, to reflect on CAR's past, present, and future, let's enjoy a quick video of a series of precious memories from our members over the year. Right. Before we conduct our member recognition ceremonies, I would like to invite Mark Lorenzoni, co-owner of the Ragged Mountain Running and Walking Shop, to share some words of inspiration with us. Mark, I will hand the meeting over to you.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, everyone. I always have to correct folks anymore. I'm no longer the co-owner of Ragged Mountain Running and Walking Shop. Cynthia and I go by co-founders now because our kids own the business. So it's pretty cool. So for the first time in a long time, I have a boss, and two of them. So thanks, everyone, for inviting me today. It's an honor to be asked, and a special day for you guys, and a special anniversary. We have been, Cynthia and I have, because of the nature of our business, the number of people I coach, the boards I sit on, the tens of thousands of people that come into the store throughout the year. I have a lot of friends that are realtors, and I'm obviously aware of the realtor world, but this year we had a more intimate experience for the first time in our entire 45-year marriage. We sold our home, and we bought a home. And we moved from Garth Road, where we'd been over by Foxfield, and we moved down to North Garden. And the experience we had was, for us it was such a positive experience because of the uniqueness of the property that we were selling. A lot of realtors showed it. It showed a lot. And we chose a realtor intentionally, someone we didn't know very well because we didn't want to hurt any of the people, many people we know personally, we couldn't even choose. And it was just an amazing experience because the realtors that showed the home were all from different firms. Probably, I counted there were about 17 different realtors that showed the house throughout that time. And our realtor was in communication with them. And there was just a vibe that just reminded me about us being this local town that's connected to one another. So it's very positive, very respectful, and really, for me, I've been a champion personally to anybody who's willing to listen about that experience ever since. So it was just happened this past year. The gist of today's speech is just about setting the tone. And I was thinking about as I started prepping things that you set the tone. I can't think of a group of people in our community really that is the first impression. I always tell our staff, first impression last. It's all cliche. In fact, this talk is going to be full of cliches, but I'll warn you up ahead. But really, the first impression that you have in any experience is probably the most lasting, certainly the last impression. And think about people moving to town. You set the tone. How are you selling our community? How are you representing? You're ambassadors, whether you like it or not. And for us, we'd lived here forever. So it wasn't quite that same pressure on the realtor, but I think a lot of people do either move back here or move here for the first time. And so congratulations for that on really being our ambassadors. Even more than the media, more than the university, you are the first person really in many people's experience here. I'll start with a quick story. Otis Haggard, lieutenant, veteran, at the city police, 25 years. I had to meet with him. I was 29 years old, 1984. I'd just been dubbed as a co-director of the Charlottesville 10 Mile, and we were going to do something historic. We were going to close the streets for a foot race. Heavens to Betsy. Charlottesville had never done that before. City manager, city council, everyone approved it. Cole Hendricks, Frank Buck. But Otis Haggard hated this event. The idea of him having to lead a race where the streets were closed for a bunch of people in running shorts, he cringed. So the first time I met him, walked in his office because I had to work with him, and he said, "I'm going to tell you up front, Sonny." And I was 29, but I thought that Sonny had left my repertoire at that point. Northern boy, Southern guy. It was just oil and water from the get-go. He says, "I don't think this is going to work. I'm not looking forward to working with you. The only reason I'm doing this is Deke Bowen, my boss, has told me to do this. So let's get through this meeting. You're going to fail this first year. We're not going to do this again." Fast forward, as he retired, he said to me his favorite event of the year was the Charlottesville 10 Miler. We had an intimate relationship. He became a dear friend. Fast forward even further, I'm playing golf out at Penn Park. Before he died, he was managing the clubhouse here. I came in with my boys. They were probably 7 and 12 at the time. And he came around the counter and gave me a hug. And he said, the round is on the house. And so I went out on the tee with the kids. And Alec goes, my oldest son, what's the deal, Dad? How do we get in free today? And I told him the whole story. And it really was about building relationships, because Otis Haggard didn't know me. He didn't like me. I didn't like him. And somehow, how the hell did that work? And it was through shared mutual respect of our backgrounds and trust and not letting each other down. And that experience has launched really a lot of the lessons that I'm going to talk about today. Hey, man, I learned so many things from that. I'm still learning. Allie asked me today, and again, thank you for inviting me, Allie and Josh and everyone. But she said to just talk about how to be the best version of myself, and it's just from learning things like that. I ask daily questions from myself. That's how I can become the best I can possibly be. A pretty doggone flawed guy with an irritability about him that some people find abrasive. Jersey accent. It kills me. I've been here 50 years and people say, where are you from? I said, Garth Road. I'm from Garth Road. I know where they're going. I love jerking them around too. They think they know exactly where. Staten Island, right? No, you're way off. It's Jersey. So these are the questions I ask myself. Am I being positive? Am I counting my blessings? Am I grateful enough? Driving here today, the sun's streaking through the clouds. It just like, I'm in traffic, but I'm thinking, spin it, Mark, spin it. Look at that. I'm driving a new car. I'm loving this new car. Go by VIA here, Virginia Institute of Autism, right by. I helped start that organization. I was on the very first board. We were in a little tiny classroom for after-school of kids after-school program, and now 30 years later, it's one of the best autism centers in the world, and it's right here in Charlottesville. Count my blessings. Am I being humble enough? Do I spread the credit around? I get a lot of credit. When you're in charge of things, you get credit. You say, it's this person, it's that person. Am I learning from those around me? This is why I don't fully retire. I'm down to about 12 hours a week in the shop. I learn so much every day, whether it's learning lessons or learning experiences from people. It's just awesome to talk to people. And my big phrase in this changing world with genders changing, all of these things happening so fast to an old guy, I said, give me a chance to catch up. I'll catch up. Just give me a chance, because I want to learn. Am I setting daily, weekly, and long-term goals, and how attainable are they? The old guy learned years ago, some goals, Mark, you're asking too much from yourself. Am I listening closely enough? Am I reading the room? One of my favorite stories is this older couple comes through the door, and the wife is just railing on the husband. This is not a sexist conversation. Just take it as a fun story. The wife is railing on the husband. I can't believe we're coming back in this damn store again. The shoes are so expensive. I can't believe you're having to replace your pair. And he's just listening to her. And he sits down, and I said, I'm thinking, okay, how do I get this woman to be on our side? And so I said, sir, he says, I need new shoes. I said, well, how long have you had them? He goes, I've had them about 4 months. She says, 4 months, that's ridiculous. I said, well, how much are you walking? And he goes, about 10 to 12 miles. I said, well, 10 to 12 miles, yeah, that's per week. That's not enough for 4 months. He goes, no, 10 to 12 miles a day. 10 to 12 miles a day? Wow. So how much time are you out there? 4 to 5 hours. So the store's crowded, and she's still pounding on this guy. His shoes are dead, by the way. I mean, So he leaves his store, and I just can't believe how much we're spending out there. And there's another older woman sitting there, and she's lacing her shoes. And she looks up and she goes, there's a reason why that guy's out there 4 to 5 hours. So that wife had failed to read the room. She didn't even get it. So I hope I'm not that way with my wife with stuff. A question I asked, am I grabbing the opportunities from the challenge, the dark times? Crisis defines. I went through a board training session one time, and they asked us to pick the 5 defining moments of your life. So I thought opening the business, meeting Cynthia, opening a business, having kids. No, none of those defined who I am. It's the doggone lousy moments that led to me meeting Cynthia, led to us opening the store, led to me doing the things I'm doing in the community. That defined me. So I want to take dark times and turn into an opportunity. I sit on one of the hospital boards. We're going through a tough time at the UVA hospital. EVP just stepped down. We have an opportunity to be even better hospital through this. So I know it sounds sugary sweet, but it's the only way to get through it. Am I watching my sitting habits? What? Yeah, that's part of me being a better self. My back feels great because I sit properly. Most of you look like you're sitting pretty properly, but watch those crossing legs. Don't slouch. Don't sit on the edge. I coach President Ryan, and I'm always teasing him about his hamstring. I said, it's because of the way you sit, Jim. Am I finding this crazy busy guy, am I finding some me time during the day? Am I finding time for myself, soul food, to meditate, reflect? It's important to re-energize. Am I protecting my family time? I don't share my email address with many people. I share my text number. I saw this world coming years ago. It's one of the few times I could see things out ahead. How can we do all of these communication things at once and still be good with our spouse and our family? So I chose texting. I don't tell people my email address. Allie's got it. She got to me, but I just know during the day I can only answer so much. So you text me, I'm protective of it. And I'll tell a quick President Ryan story. I coach him. I've known him for many years. Before he was president, he ran, if you guys can imagine, 2 hours and 48 minutes for a marathon, 6:25 pace. The guy he's a freak when it comes to his talent. So he calls me on the phone a few weeks later. He's at the time, he's raising 4 kids. He's a law professor, publishing, traveling, but wanting to keep his relationship with Katie and the kids intact. So he says, Mark, I think I can get faster. I said, you can. He said, what's it going to take to get to 238? And I said, you're going to need to add about 20 miles a week to your current regimen, which was at about 60 miles a week, if you can imagine. He goes, all right, 248 it is. I'm settled with that. What's the point? He knew he didn't have time for 20 miles a week. He's protecting his private time. Have I had my daily rant yet? My blood, people think that I don't sleep at night and I can't relax at the beach. Are you kidding? I can chill really easily, but part of it is I have a daily rant. So I have to go off about something, if it's scooters or whatever, and it lowers my blood pressure. It just does. Larry knows, he's heard me talk before. So the question I ask myself, am I taking care of my health house? Am I getting enough sleep? Am I hydrating enough? And again, you guys, I'm failing at a lot of this stuff, but it's still a question I ask myself. Am I getting my daily exercise in? Am I judging others too much? That's an easy thing to do. So you got to ask yourself, are you? Because then you say, maybe I am. Maybe I need to do a better job. I helped open the Haven. I was the chair of the task force that led to that building. I was Mr. Expert on the homeless. I knew everything. So I thought. So we ribbon cutting, this guy named Tom Shadyac, he's this wealthy producer. He's the one who brought the Ark out to Old Trail before. Super rich guy. He was our benefactor. He bought that old church, brought it back to life. It's now the Haven. So the ribbon cut, I'd never met him before. He lives in LA. So his associate who lived in Charlottesville says, Tom wants to meet you, Mark. So there's 2 guys down on stage. One guy's in ratty jeans. He's got stringy hair. Jeans shirt, looked like James Taylor's cover of his Fire and Rain album years ago. I'm thinking, there's the homeless guy, the guy in the suit standing next to him. It's got to be Tom Shadyac. I come down there. Woman brings up, Tom, here's Mark Lorenzoni. You wanted to meet him. The guy in the suit walks away. So the guy I thought was homeless was Tom. Even after all this experience, I still was not good at not judging. So the millionaire was the guy dressed down. You can never tell, ever tell. How do I want to be perceived? How do I want to be remembered? It's kind of a scary thought, but if I was to die today, what are people going to say about me? Besides, yes, Jersey guy, kind of loud, talks too much, but actually, was he a good guy? That's important to me and in driving me towards being good. Have I held my wife's hand today? Have I told her how much I love her? Come on. And that shouldn't be an intentional thing, but damn it all, sometimes in life we forget. I was thinking there's a song today, it's going to date me, but it was a one-hit wonder, Spiral Staircase. I listen to the 60s channel, so it's pretty dating, but I love you more today than yesterday. I thought, God, that's Cynthia. I need to tell her that tonight, because I do, but maybe I don't say it enough. am I giving more than I'm taking? That's a huge one. That drives me. People say, you give so much, Mark, your time, your energy, your money. I still don't give enough for the things that have been given to me. I take so much from this town, so much. It's given me so much. It's a big haul to give as much as I've taken, but I still ask myself that question. How much more time? 5 minutes. Okay. So the other question asked is, how do I inspire people? Because I'm around people a lot. I've got all these different roles, and they're responsibilities, and I take them seriously. I'm a husband. I'm a coach. I was a business owner. As a business owner, as a boss, I'm still kind of a boss in there with the younger kids. I'm a father, race director. I'm a board member. I'm a board chair. Big difference between board member. Josh, you're sitting out there. They weren't calming down earlier, getting quiet, which is a good sign because that means they're all getting along. But it's different now that you're up here than when you were the person talking out there. So all those responsibilities. So we got this kid working for us a few years ago. He's a third year at UVA. He's a pre-law student, but he's got a problem with using the F word in the store. And the customers are complaining, the staff, the females are complaining, and the males are complaining. And it'd be things like up at the counter, you make a mistake and he'd yell, "Oh, F." And so the kids, I'm not his boss, so the kids are dealing with him. And finally they threaten him. We never use firing as a threat. I don't want to get off about the president, but this whole idea about threatening people with firing is just a scary way to lead. We never do that, but sometimes you got to pull that card out. So you use the F word in front of customers, again, you're gone. So they're lecturing him in the office, and I'm just sitting there, which is hard for me to do. And as he's leaving the office, I take an opportunity to go out there and I say, "Let me tell you so-and-so, I want you to know one thing up front. That word is my favorite word in there. I absolutely, 4 letters, I just talk about lowering blood pressure. I love it, but you want to get ahead in law? Let me tell you, buddy, they'll pink slip you so fast, use that word in the office. You cannot use it." So yesterday, I'm building this stone wall with my 9-year-old grandson. It's for my daughter-in-law and my son. They bought a new house on what the heck is the name of that road? It's off of Cherry anyway, it's over in the Fry Spring neighborhood. Grove. No, I can't. That's not Grove. Anyway, we're building this stone wall, and he's helping me, and he's a little guy, and he picks up, I said, "James, get me that stone over there," and he picks it up, and I'm not paying attention. I'm working down below him. He throws it. It doesn't roll. It crushes my hand. I'm like, "Oh," but all I said was, "Ouch." And he goes, Poppy, I feel so bad. How can I help you?" And I felt like saying, "Just let me say F," but I didn't. That would really help if I could use it. Anyway, when you're leading, get to know the people you're leading. That's how inspired. Get to know them. These crazy people are leading an organization. They don't know the people they're leading. I love setting a positive tone. It's gotten easier and easier for me as I've gotten older. I'm so lucky for so many things I have, so it's easy to be positive. I can't stand negativity. Larry knows it. And all the people I coach, we never allowed to state the obvious. "Larry, how you doing today? I'm cold." That's a swear word because it's the obvious. You're cold and I'm not? Of course I know it's cold. Let's be positive. So something positive in your life. That's what I'm going to talk about. Walk the walk, be consistent. That's one of the hardest things in inspiring. Okay, down to 2 minutes. How do I end this? Laugh at yourself. Laugh at yourself. This little kid sitting one day with his mom, and he's probably about 6 or 7. He goes, Mom, this guy helping you reminds me of someone in the movies." I'm like, "Yeah, this is awesome." So the mother goes, "Yeah, she's half paying attention." She goes, "Well, who is it?" "He reminds me of the guy in Up, the old guy with the big nose and the glasses. He was like a heinous looking guy." That's who just brings you right back to earth. It's fun to laugh. Anyway, you guys, I had a bunch more, but I knew this was going to be the time of it was going to be tough. I just want to say that you guys, I was going to talk about who inspires me. I have a list of people that I know in this community that give and give. A guy named Jeremy Kaplan, Jeff Burton, Jay James, Karen Ham, doctors, people that give and give and give. That's who helps me. I don't have a boss anymore. I've got my kids, which every once in a while they call me in the office, "Dad, you can't do this. Dad, you can't do that." It's kind of cool because I've taught them. But anyway, you guys are local heroes. You are. in that what you do day in, day out, and you get along with each other. It's such a competitive world out there. And for you to be collegial and collective as a group, it's inspiring. Having this experience this year that Cynthia and I did with selling a home and buying a home, it proved to me that you are out there working against each other, but working together. That's how this town functions. In all the freaking stinking noise that's going on in around our country, I always bring it down to Schultzville. We're just big enough to have big city problems. We're just small enough to take care of them, and we are taking care of them. And each of you do it, because you know doggone well, if you don't get involved in your community and give, you're making it a worse community. How the hell can you sell something that you're making worse? So I know it's the opposite. All the realtors I know are committed to their community. And you guys, I congratulate all of the award winners. So I'm not going to get to do it personally because I gather it's coming after me, but I congratulate you. So thanks for having me, everyone.
Thanks so much, Mark. That was awesome. Thank you for being here. That's a great way to set up our award ceremonies this morning. And just by show of hands, how many folks in here knew Pat Jensen? You met her, knew her, worked with her? Awesome. Yeah. So still a lot of us in here. And so we do have the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. It's named after her. She was a CAR past president, a tremendous realtor, broker, leader, and realtor political action committee advocate. As a tribute to her legacy, the CAR 2017 Board of Directors established the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. The Academy is intended to foster knowledge and encourage further movement into additional leadership roles within our realtor organization and at the local, state, and national level. At this time, I'd like to invite Academy co-facilitator and CAR past president Anthony McGee to the stage to conduct the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy graduation ceremony. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you, Josh. The inaugural Pat Jensen Leadership Academy class, which included 13 members, graduated in January 2018 and was facilitated by myself and Denise Ramey. The second class included 10 members and graduated in March 2023 and was facilitated by myself and Rachel Burns. And I'd also like to add, I believe that Josh and our two previous presidents and our president-elect are all graduates of the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. So we're thrilled to see so many of these graduates utilize what they've learned in the Academy and apply it to a leadership role for CAR and beyond. Rachel Burns and I were honored to be co-facilitators and offer our support and guidance to the 2025 Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. These 11 members of the third class have participated in day-long training sessions throughout the entire year to develop their leadership skills. As part of these sessions, they learned from outstanding local, state, and national speakers, peers from various realtor organizations, and the community at large. They also had the opportunity to visit the Virginia Realtors team at the headquarters in Richmond, as well as participate in a variety of sessions focusing on key components of leadership. So at this time, I would like to recognize the 2025 class of the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. As names are called in alphabetical order, I would ask that each graduate come to the stage using the entrance on my left, which is your right. Collect your accolades from the CAR CEO, Abby Tamman, and hold for an individual picture with President Josh White. From there, you may return to your seat, and a group picture will be taken right after the event. And everyone, if you could please hold your applause after everybody receives their accolades. So with the following members, please step forward. Kim Armstrong. Joseph Barron. Did he make it here? Yeah, there you go. Zoya Kloss. Lori Falk. Ivy Haynes. Ben Lynch. McNelly Neal, who unfortunately could not attend here today. Alex Rayfield. Francisca San Giorgio. Larry Saunders. And Stephanie Wolfall. Please join me in a round of applause.
All right, Anthony, actually, can I bring you back up here? Yeah, I just wanted you to sit down and then get back up. Yeah. Mark was going to make sure you're sitting okay first, and then, yeah, no, I've just got one small thing for you.
All right.
Yeah, as just a token of appreciation for leading the group.
All right,
this year.
thank you.
Yeah, we really
Thank you, I
appreciate it.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we'll give one to Rachel too, next time we see her. Promise. Or maybe we will. No, I'm just kidding. We will. We'll get her something. Yeah. Yeah, you will take hers. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much again for your contributions. We really appreciate it. And congratulations again to the class of 2025. It's a job well done. It's a great program. If you have any interest, I would encourage you to sign up. The next one will be next year. So we do it every other year. So at this time, we'll now pay tribute to a hardworking group of realtors who are dedicated to the real estate profession and are leaders in our community through the Professional Honor Society. 2024 marks the 29th consecutive year of the CAR Honor Society for 6 CAR members. It's also the first year for 9 members. Here to announce the 2024 inductees in the CAR Professional Honor Society is CAR past president Pat Whittem. Pat, I will hand the meeting over to you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to see so many friends and colleagues. I had the pleasure of being here many years ago to do the same thing, and I'm delighted to be back to celebrate with you today. Whether you are new to the real estate profession or whether you have been around for years, the Professional Honor Society is a great goal to achieve every year. The CAR Professional Honor Society began in 1996, and today we recognize 57 individuals for their standard of excellence in the year of 2024. What does it take to be a Professional Honor Society member? Well, it takes the attendance at valuable association meetings and events such as we are having today, and which we hope you are enjoying. It takes participation in other real estate educational activities, classes, designations, certifications, and leadership academies. It takes leading or volunteering on a local, state, or national committee or some community activity. and it takes success in either your production of sales or your ability to serve as a managing broker. Now, when you put all these criteria together, the outcome is a well-rounded professional committed to raising the bar for the industry and serving as a role model in our community. As names are called in alphabetical order according to the year that we will be dealing with, I ask that each honoree come to the stage using the entrance on my left, your right, collect your accolade from CAR CEO Abby Tamman, and hold for an individual picture with President Josh White. So let's get started. This first group has earned the Professional Honor Society designation between 1 and 4 years. So I welcome the following members to the stage. Ashley Abrams, who's in her first year. Roxanne Carter Johnson, Zoya Kloss, Kelly Falace, who's in her first year. Lori Falk, Marcella Fauché, Laura Fuddy, who's in her first year. Tony Gerard in his first year. Ivy Haynes. Erin Hall in her first year. Aaron Howell in his first year. Matthias John in his first year. Melissa Moody. McAnally Neal, and I understand she's not with us this morning, but she's in her first year. We will congratulate her in absentia. Janice O'Hara. Kyle Olson. Francisca San Giorgio in her first year. And last but not least, Stephanie Woolfolk. She gets hers. Let's applaud this first group. Some of you might not know that the number of points it takes to obtain Professional Honor Society status is 75. And even though this might sound like an intimidating number, I assure you that much of what you are doing already would count as points for that distinguished group. Next, I would like to congratulate John Farmer, who has reached his 5th year milestone and will get a special recognition for 5 years. John? The next group of esteemed honorees has been in the program for 6 to 9 years. So members, would you please come to the stage as I call your name? Emily Dooley. Aaron Garcia, S. Lisa Herndon, Barbara Kelly, Brenchny Kosick, Caitlin Mancini, Sarah Monceau, s'il vous plaît. Aaron Searcy, Kristen Sorokti, Amanda Spigoni, and Josh White, and we will wait for you to get.
Thank you.
Joe Steeler. Did you know that the Professional Honor Society developed from what we used to call top producers? But even though production is essential to maintain your career, it shouldn't be the only area of focus. Therefore, association involvement, professional development, volunteerism, and leadership have all been added to the criteria. Next, I would like to congratulate the following members for being in the program for 10 years. Rachel Burns, Mary Catherine King, and Jessica Russo. Okay. All right, let's applaud that group. Now we've come to the group who have achieved 11 to 14 years in the Honor Society. Anne Burroughs, another s'il vous plaît. Debbie Cash, Pam Dent, Michael Guthrie, another in absentia. I love Latin. And Teely Jennifer. Another round of applause, please. Now I'm feeling very privileged to recognize the following members who have achieved 16 to 19 years of commitment to professional excellence. Would the following members please come to the stage? Kelly Seppa, Denise Ramey, and Sasha Tripp. I get to do some more Latin, another in absentia. Let's have a round of applause for those people. Now, did you know that the largest class of Professional Honor Society honorees was in 2005 when we had 78 members? We have our sights set on achieving many things in this organization in 2025, and we would like to make one of those accomplishments a record of honoree members that would surpass the 78. I'm sure that any individual whose name has so far appeared on this screen would be happy to help any of the rest of you achieve the honor of being in the Professional Honor Society. Now, at this time, I would like to recognize an individual who has achieved 20 years in the program, Kathy Markwood. Let's give Kathy another round. The following honorees have achieved 21 of 24 years in the Professional Honor Society. And would they please make their way to the stage? Pat Crabtree. I get to do it again in absentia. Jim Dickerson. Donna Patton. Stu Plescon. Greg Slater. And last but not least, Sabrina Thompson. Another round of applause for that very distinguished group. Our final group has been in the Professional Honor Society for 26 to 29 years. And you'll recall that we have been in business in the Honor Society for 29 years. What amazing commitment these folks have made to our industry and to our association, and we hope we can all keep up that very good work. So, distinguished members, please come to the stage as I call your name. Kim Armstrong in her 29th year. Tim Carson in his 29th year. Anita Dunbar. Karen Kehoe. Percy Montague IV in his 29th year. And I'm going to get off script for just a minute and say that I know that this is Percy's 50th year as a realtor. And since this organization's been in business 100 years, he's been 50 years as a realtor in our community. Now, I will admit that there might be some other people in the audience who are 50 years or longer, so you have my personal congratulations. Trish Owens in her 29th year. Sorry, Trish. Another in absentia. Pat Surrey. Okay. Arlene Yobs. Arlene Yobs. In her 29th year. And yours truly in her 29th year. So please join me. Please join me in one more round of applause to congratulate all 2024 professionals. Thank you all again for once again committing to your profession and serving as a role model for fellow members and the community. And we ask that the honorees stay after this meeting for a class picture. And Josh, I will turn the program over to you as soon as you and I get our picture.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it. Good job. All right, congratulations. Thank you again, Pat, for doing that. We really appreciate it. And I encourage each realtor in today's meeting to strive for the Professional Honor Society. Like Pat said, it would be great to surpass that goal or to have more than what we had before. It's a great personal and professional goal to achieve for. Now on to the annual awards presentation. CAR has a well-respected program to honor members to contribute to the local industry in a way that enhances professional practice and boosts the reputation for all. Our first award category this year is the Affiliate of the Year. This award recognizes one of our affiliate members who goes the extra step to help further the goals and objectives of the association, CAR members, their clients, and the community at large. Before we announce the recipient, please watch and hear what some members had to say about the 2024 Affiliate of the Year.
The recipient has continuously demonstrated his devotion to the real estate industry. He attended Realtor Day on the Hill, the Newcomers Club, he taught accredited class on home financing, and found the time to be a bell ringer for the Salvation Army on behalf of CAR among his many other volunteerism commitments.
He volunteers at the UVA McCormick Observatory 2 times a week, and there he teaches public school groups, homeschool groups, and scout troops as well, passing on to them his great love of the night sky. In addition, he volunteers with the Charlottesville Track Club, assisting with many local races. And as a marathoner, he's a great inspiration to many runners.
The recipient has served CAR in many ways. You'll always see his friendly face at meetings, but he's incredibly involved. This year alone, he served on the Communications Committee and the Annual Awards Project Committee and joined the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy.
No one could deserve this honor more than Larry Saunders. I'm so glad for him to be recognized for things that go beyond his excellent work as a top lender. And in this regard, I would just note that he is very quick to respond. He answers his phone almost any time, day or night. Over the weekends, he's very responsive, and it's much appreciated. His care for real people is evident, and all he does is accompanied by integrity.
Congratulations, Larry, on being Affiliate of the Year. We're so lucky, and our clients are so lucky to work with you. Very well deserved.
Thank you, Larry. Job well done.
say something? Say a few words.
Well, you heard I was on the award committee. I had the excellent staff would not allow me to do anything with the affiliate. So just make sure that you all weren't worried about them. I'm very honored to win this award. I've been working as a loan officer for over 20 years with many of you here, and it's been my pleasure to collaborate with you to help many families achieve their dreams of home ownership. So, thank you again.
Yeah, congratulations, Larry. Larry's awesome. Larry's serving in the communications role and leadership for one of our committees this year. Has done an awesome job, and it's cool to see people step up. So thank you so much. Well deserved. Next, we'll move on to Sales Associate of the Year. Being a realtor who is a top sales producer and is active in our association and community is a challenge in its own right. The Sales Associate of the Year also continues to improve their skills by engaging in continuing education courses and the achievement of professional designations. Before we announce the recipient, please watch and hear what some members had to say about the 2024 Sales Associate of the Year.
I've known the recipient since they joined Howard Hanna about 2 years ago. In a short time, this person has fully embraced the Howard Hanna culture. They demonstrate a strong work ethic, eagerness to learn, and stellar leadership qualities.
This honoree has served CAR in multiple committees, serving as a vice chair and chair of multiple committees through CAR and as VAR as well.
In 2024, the recipient worked diligently on several groups and committees, including the UVA Children's Free Care Fund, Augusta Health Hometown Heroes, AHIP, Blue Ridge Food Bank, UVA Children's Radiothon, our Holiday Decorating Committee at UVA's Children's Hospital, and as a major donor for the Salvation Army.
This honoree is constantly working on education and designations. They carry a green designation, GRI, RENE, always positive about education, and Howard Hanna University education also.
This nominee possesses a commendable character, great personality, and a brilliant sense of humor. It is both an honor and a pleasure to work with such an exceptional individual. Tony Gerard, congratulations. You are the winner of the CAR 2024 Sales Associate of the Year.
Tony Gerard, I am so pleased to announce that you have won Sales Associate of the Year for CAR. We are so proud of you, and this is such a well-deserved award for you. Congratulations.
Some inspiring words. And I moved here 7 years ago from Miami and landed in Crozet. I was like, there's no bad word. I'm staying in Virginia because it was so small from where I came from. But everyone embraced me, thanks to Denise when I was with her, thanks to Carol and everybody just not forcing me, but really pushing me to come over to Howard Hanna. It's been incredible. And I feel so supported and loved by the community. Thanks so much. Congratulations, Tony. Well deserved. Great work. All right, next we will announce the Realtor of the Year. This accolade is given to a realtor that exhibits faithfulness to the principles of organized real estate and to the rules and regulations of CAR and the National Association of Realtors Code of Ethics. Additionally, the nominee should exhibit efforts to encourage good real estate practices and image among other real estate professionals and the public. Before we announce the recipient, please watch and hear what some of our members had to say about the 2024 Realtor of the Year.
Over his more than 25 years as a CAR member, this year's recipient has served our local association as president, 11 years on the board of directors, has served 22 years straight as a recipient of the Professional Honor Society, and he has served more than 20 different committees across the entire spectrum of CAR.
The recipient has been very active on the CAR board for many years, was key in creating and launching the Thomas Jefferson Community Land Trust Foundation, and also now the CAR Foundation.
During 2024, this year's recipient has most notably been the chair of the CAR Foundation, where he has been a supporter and with his long-running involvement in the Thomas Jefferson Community Land Trust and promoting affordable housing throughout our community.
I've known the recipient for over 20 years. I've worked with them and on the other side of them and around them really since the early 2000s.
This year, our recipient for the Realtor of the Year has been involved with the National Association of Realtors, serving on their Sustainability Committee at a national level. He is a graduate of the Virginia Realtors Leadership Academy and has served on their board of directors. This year's recipient is Greg Slater. Greg, it is an honor to be able to sit here and speak highly of you. The impact that you've had across the community, across our company, across the association is unparalleled, and I am absolutely enamored by the amount of work that you are able to accomplish and what you're able to do to reach your clients and your colleagues in this association. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Greg, on this well-deserved honor.
I appreciate the recognition. It's been an honor to work with all the people I've worked with. When I think about the collection of service, I see it in relationships, and I see it exactly as our speaker said this morning. For all I do for the association and in the community, I feel like I get so much more back. So that's why I keep going. So always remember, we can all be a part of the affordable housing solution, and together we can do more.
And that's why he's Realtor of the Year. The ABCs, always be closing, right? Yeah. Great job, Greg. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. All right. Next, the CAR Good Neighbor Award honors a Realtor member for significant time and interest they have dedicated to a local nonprofit or charitable organization. The award includes recognition at a general membership meeting, a press release, and a $1,000 donation to the organization for which their work is being recognized. Before we announce the recipient, please watch and hear what some members had to say about the 2024 Good Neighbor Award.
The name of this organization is Louisa Clean. They clean Louisa streets, beautify the entire community, make sure that they recycle. It's just an incredible organization. This honoree founded this organization, has been the president, vice president, board member, and volunteer for the past 5 years. The entire county and everyone who passes through the community benefits from this organization.
I first met the recipient when she interviewed with our company, and I remember being totally impressed with her character, her background, and the funny thing is she's not the kind of person that just kind of stick her toe into the kiddie pool. She just dived right into the deep end right away.
The recipient has worked about 25 hours a week or more, writing grants to secure for the 501(c), creating the 501(c), physically picking up trash, cleaning up the community, and just making sure that the area is beautiful.
This recipient has been such a blessing to our company. And when she came on, because of her background, she just started getting into the mode of training and mentoring other agents right away. She just stepped right into it, and she's awesome at it.
Beth Ann Boone, I am so proud of you, and I am so happy to let you know that you have won the Good Neighbor Award from CAR. Congratulations, we're so proud. Thank you so much for all your service.
Beth Ann, we're so proud of you, we love you, and we are so grateful that you're on our team. Congratulations.
you. Gosh, I'm so humbled. Everyone, every one of you. Every one of you does so much in the community, and I'm just so lucky to be part of this group of people that really cares about where we live, work, and play. And just thank you so much. Louisa Clean will put this to good use. I love Louisa County, and I love all the counties that we all work in. And I hope that, my hope is that every county is beautiful and clean every day. So thank you so much.
Right. Congratulations, Beth Ann. At this time, I'd like to hand the meeting over to past president S. Lisa Herndon, who is the chair of the Past Presidents Council, to recognize the Carr Hall of Fame recipients.
Good morning, everybody. Josh is so tall. I got to make this adjustment. All righty. Thank you, Josh, again. One of the very last responsibilities of us as volunteers in the Carr leadership is to chair the Past Presidents Council. Our meetings typically consist of reminiscing about our past days as president sometimes. But more importantly, it's about us thinking about and talking about issues on the state, local, and national, and how it can come down and impact us on the local level. It has been my honor to chair the Past Presidents Council, especially because we were able to reevaluate the Hall of Fame categories and decide whether or not we were going to add more recipients or honorees to it. The Carr Hall of Fame honors realtors who have made significant, outstanding, and exceptional contributions to the local real estate profession. So they're pretty special. Today we honor 2 members. Kind of a surprise. Normally we only honor 1. Before we announce the newest honorees, we will watch a video of the members and see what they had to say.
This honoree has held leadership positions in the greater Charlottesville area by contributing to Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He's raised over $14,000 for Abundant Life. March Madness, he's raised over $10,000 as an organizer and a sponsor, and he is the vice president of the UVA Physicians Group.
I met the honoree 18 years ago. I was a brand new agent. The honoree showed up at an open house, introduced themselves to me, and congratulated me on becoming a brand new agent. And I was just so excited. I thought that was so kind. He then, of course, followed up with a handwritten note telling me that if I ever needed anything to let him know and he'd be happy to help. I thought that was so kind and just so sweet, for a brand new agent.
The honoree has enhanced the professionalism of Carr by being the vice chair last year of the Carr Foundation. He's chair this year. Going many years back, he was president in 2009. He's held many positions on the board of directors, MLS regulations groups, and strategic planning groups. This honoree has held leadership positions at the state level, including VAR Good Neighbor Award, which was won last year, and NAR Emeritus status, which is a very high honor.
Michael Guthrie, congratulations on receiving Carr's Hall of Fame Award. It's well deserved. You're a hard act to follow. I hope I can walk in your shoes. Thank you so much for everything that you have taught all of us.
Michael, congratulations. You are most deserving of this award. We love all that you have done for Carr and the community.
Thank you. Michael couldn't be here today because he's off doing something else, being a great granddad. So he's out there watching his grandchildren. But Carol Carter, y'all got here quick, will be here. We'll be here to accept the award on his behalf, and then we'll take a picture, okay?
Thank you.
Michael is on grandpa duty, which is his new favorite thing. So Caitlin and I are accepting this for him. Very proud of him, and thank you for all the things that he's done, which we can't even name them all. They were asking us to think of a bunch of different things, and it's just too much. So anyway, congratulations, Michael. We will see you a little bit later on. Carol. Lisa's hiding it from us.
I know, I'm sure. Can't pull out the other one because that's a big surprise. This time it's going to be up the right way. Stay closer. I won't bite you. Okay. All right, now we're going to move to our second honoree. And again, we're going to listen to a video.
This Hall of Fame honoree has been involved in the Charlottesville community both inside of the real estate area as well as with other nonprofits. She has served with the Charlottesville Chamber of Commerce, with the Haven, with the Albemarle Housing Improvement Program. She has been a board director member for the Carr Foundation, as well as working with the Community Land Trust and other affordable housing areas.
I first met the honoree back in 2005 when we were working at the same brokerage. I was just starting out in real estate, and they always took a moment to stop by and talk with me and chat, not about work all the time, but just about life in general. Looking back, I realized I met this honoree at the halfway mark of their now 40-year career, just as I was beginning my own journey in this profession.
Our Hall of Fame honoree has been a member of Carr since 1985. During that time, she has served as a president of our association, multiple terms as board of directors. She has been involved in committees across all the spectrums of leadership, been a part of our professional standards, part of the ethics groups, part of training, mentorship, and general leadership across all of our Carr community. Let me be the first to congratulate you, Arlene Yobbs, for being inducted into the Charlottesville Area Community Realtor Hall of Fame. For over 40 years, you have served your clients, your firms, all of the colleagues that you have worked with, and the members of this association. Thank you for your time, for your efforts, and for the professionalism that you've brought to our group.
Congratulations, Arlene. Being inducted into the 2024 Realtor Hall of Fame is a testament to the incredible impact you've made on this industry and the people within it. Your dedication and leadership and unwavering integrity have set a standard that so many of us admire and aspire to. From mentoring colleagues, including myself, to advocating for real estate policy, you have shaped the profession in meaningful ways. Your wisdom, your kindness, your commitment to excellence have left a lasting impression on everyone who has had the privilege to work alongside you. This honor is so well deserved, and I could not be happier for you. Congratulations, Arlene.
Come on up, Arlene. Yay. Was it a surprise? Was it a surprise?
Somewhat. My legs are wobbly. I think I need to do more walking and running, Mark.
I'm going to let you say some words, and then we're going to take a picture, okay?
Okay. I want to just thank the past President's Council for this most cherished recognition. I really enjoy doing everything that I do, and as was said, 40 years in the business as of this January. When I started in 1985, I thought, you know, I've got 3 young kids at home. I'm just going to do this part-time, right? And I quickly realized that this career, that this recognition, that this life, new life as a realtor was something that was just part of it. It was immersed into my entire being. And it was just something that I wanted to be part of, not just in the selling game, matching homes with buyers and helping them sell the homes, but on a whole different level and doing all of the different things that most of you do here to be part of it. Moving 10 years later, 30 years ago, some of us sat around a table at CAR and talked about the Professional Honor Society. We had the Top Producers Award, but we also felt that it was important for the community, for our clientele to understand that we do more than just sell houses and that we weren't just about making money and the next deal and the next deal. So we came up with the criteria based on the Virginia Honor Society, which was already underway at the time for the state, and developed the CAR Professional Honor Society. And I can remember sitting around the table with some of you, Trish Owen, Anita Dunbar, and our dear Pat Jensen. Kim Armstrong, I think, was there and involved in that too. And we were worried that it wouldn't take hold, that we would need to go back to just the Top Producer Award. And it was just a wonderful thing because it just grew. And so I want to just say, for 2025, wouldn't it be great? I want to challenge all of you. Let's have some more members in the Professional Honor Society. If we have, what do we have this year, 57? 57? Hey, this is the 100th anniversary. Let's strive for 100 members in the Professional Honor Society for 2025. Thank you all, and let's have a great rest of the year, 2025. Thank you, everyone.
Let's give our two honorees a second hand of applause. That's a phenomenal accomplishment. And in order to be considered, they had to have at least 25 years in the industry. So kudos to them. Now, Josh, we're at the end, so I'm going to hand this back over to you.
Excellent. Thank you, S. Lisa. Appreciate it. At this time, our annual awards program's all done, and congratulations to everyone on your achievements today. To conclude this morning's meeting, I would like to welcome the following new Realtor members. If you are a new Realtor, I invite you to please stand up and locate the closest microphone. You can introduce yourself to us if you'd like. If there's anybody in here, put you right on the spot. No? Okay. Same offer applies for any new affiliates. New affiliates, we've got a couple. All right. Well, we are really grateful for our new Realtor members and our affiliates and the growth that we have there. So those members who are recognized today, I ask that you would please, finally, I would like to acknowledge those members who are retiring. So we have this list on the screen up here. We wish them all the best and well wishes of rest and relaxation as well. So the members who are recognized today, please make sure that you stay after the program for a group photo per your award category so that we can share your recognition in our press releases and social media. Please refer to the slide on which groups you will be and where as far as photographing first and where. Thank you again for joining us. I hope everyone has a great week and happy spring, and we'll see you next time. All right. Good.